Hi, I'm Chris and we are JCD. In this week's episode, we look at a large window cleaning project in the city. I'm striking out at a local bowling alley and I get lost looking for a leak in a massive building on my own. Let's roll the footage. What is happening? Hope the weekend was good. It's Monday afternoon. I'm going to be honest, I didn't film much today. I have been doing bits and pieces of admin. I was out early this morning. I had a meeting in the office with a potential new supplier of ours discussing some finance bits and pieces. That was quite useful. That took me a couple of hours to get through. Nice guy. Hopefully we will be working with them a lot more. Also had a chat with our web developer, James Eaton. He is developing a website for another project that I have going on in the background that is to be confirmed. He sent me some stuff, wanted me to approve, have a chat about, and look over. And then I had one of our team members come and have a chat with me about some changes that he wanted to make. He's been doing some other bits and pieces outside what he normally does for a couple of years now at his request. Now we decided, we had a chat this morning that, you know, it's maybe not going as we would have planned, and we're going to sort of revert back to him working full-time with us PAYE, which is good. You know, sometimes the only way you learn these things is by trying, and you realise, right, I need to plug these skill gaps, and then you go back and learn, and then you can have another go. But static post today, I say not much on, guys, lots of admin on a serious note. Tomorrow though, got a little bit more of an interesting day. I am in the city in the morning, then I have a couple of other jobs to do in the afternoon, so a little bit more stuff going on. I've had good news from Peugeot. They will be paying half towards our broken van. We got there in the end. As I mentioned in last week's video, Friday I absolutely lost my shit with these guys. Try not to do that, but you know, sometimes emotions get the better of you, and Friday was certainly one of those days, unfortunately. But we got the end result. So apparently they're paying 50%. Maybe I should try and argue them that they should pay 75. Who knows? Yeah, so busy day tomorrow, guys. Let's say admin catch up today. Lots of stuff going on at the moment. Hopefully I'll have a contract win for you guys this week to tell you about, but that's not been confirmed yet. I've just got to send some more information over to that particular client. So that wraps up Monday. Back to business as usual tomorrow. Out and about, well, I'll have a little bit more content for you guys. Peace out. Good morning. Tuesday, forgetting the week already. It's Tuesday. I am up in London. I've abandoned the car at Canary Wharf because the traffic was a nightmare, and I am going to be running late. I'm meeting one of our contractors, or one of our partners, should we call them, Richard from Clean, down at Victoria. We've got relatively, it's large for us, probably not for them guys, but we've got a window cleaning and facade cleaning project that we're looking at. Richard is the guy when it comes to external cleaning and windows. It's probably it's too big for our capability. It's got varying different access requirements, so some rope access, some of it off towers. So yeah, we're going to go there, have a look round. So traffic was murder, so I've opted to dump the car and jump on the tube. So we'll go over, meet Richard, have a look round, and then I will head back down to JCD HQ, where we have got a couple of bits of drainage to do. Not too much, but a few bits and pieces. So I'm running late. Let's go and catch up with Richard and see what this job's about. So we've finished our site visit with Richard. Nice project, to be honest. well outside my technical knowledge, to be fair. Bit of rope access. How them guys hang off that is beyond me. There's like a thin bit of metal with a rail that goes through it. It's fucking crazy, and I'm not even scared of heights, to be fair. So we've got a few questions. Going to need another site visit to that particular one. Got a few bits going on today. Catlin is out and about, one of our technical guys, doing a few bits and pieces. He's got a gutter clean to do and also some waste collection for a customer of ours. He'll run that back to JCD HQ. James is over at one of our industrial sites because we have a shutdown day there where we do some planned maintenance stuff. So he's over there because the manager is unwell. So he's had to go there. So a busy day today. I'm going to head back. I've got 2 jobs to go and do for Greywater. Say, update from yesterday, we've got the van, well, they've agreed to pay 50%, which is still a little bit sour, but better than nothing, right? So so that's something off my plate to worry about, which is good. So yeah, positive morning so far. Shame I had to dump the car, but probably a little bit quicker, to be fair. I just got in the lift, just get back to the car, and then we're going to head back down to sunny Kent. And whoa, just like that, we are back in Kent. Picked up the tanker, had a little swap at home. Nice car, warm car for this big, horrible to drive tanker. But anyway, I've got a customer, regular customer of ours. We do bits of work for them. They've had a pump failure. So the pump needs replacing. We've gave them a price for a new one, but in the meantime I've got to pump out their small pit they've got here because it's filling up with feces. So I'm going to pump that out for them, and then I've got another regular customer of ours where we've just got to go and unblock a drain on a residential property that always bocks up with fat. We've told the customer all the time. I think they've just accepted that this particular resident is never going to change their practices, so we're going to do that. It's usually a pretty quick fix, to be honest. So yeah, let's empty this tank. Oh, she's that big one. Whew. Done. That one's done, emptied it, so it's only a small tank, that particular one. The next one I've got to get to is over in Bromley, so we've got a little bit of a drive, but hopefully that job won't take us too long either. So back in the van, get to Bromley. We're at our next victim. I've been to this job several times before. I know what the problem is. Particular tenant who likes to put fat oil and grease down the drain and blocks it up. Well, it's been blocked for a while, and this one is blocked. Look. Anyway, let's do what we're paid here to do and get it unblocked. That's what they call Punami. Just had to give the quick customer a call on this one because it's usually we just jet this line out, but I've got here it's blocked, which the customers informed me they knew about, which is fine. It's not usually a big deal to unblock, but the rubbish is left behind. You've seen it. It's going to need a little bit of extra time, more than we charge. So customers just okayed that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the tanker. Luckily, I'm in the tanker. I'm going to run the tanker hose around there, and then yeah, try and get it clear. So yeah, I'll turn you guys off while I do that, because I don't want to drop the camera in all the feces around there, and then I'll catch up with you and show you after.
Some time later.
Oh, turn you guys off for that one. It's just hard to, you know, to try and clean up while you're doing that. The problem around here is there's loads of leaves, so we're going to have to try and get them cleared. So there we go, it's all better now. So we've cleaned up along here. The problem with it is lots of trees there, and you get a lot of leaves that come here, which doesn't help. So you've got a pile of leaves over the back, which I've swept up over there. So yeah, another drain here. That is the offender. Fat from this flat here. People won't learn. What do I know? So yeah, that one's done. I might give them a price to remove all them leaves, because that's not helping the situation. And they've also got a missing drain cover here. So I'll take some pictures of that, and then we'll make some recommendations. And yeah, that's it for this one. So we'll put something over this drain cover, make some recommendations to the customer about how we can help clear up at the back here, and then yeah, we'll come back to here in another 3 months. As I say, we do this one quarterly. So yeah, all done. Tougher job than I expected, but that's why drainage, sometimes it works out in your favour, sometimes it doesn't. So right, let's get back down to sunny Kent, although it's Bromley still Kent, I'm not sure. It's 11, 5 past. Nice little 17-hour stretch this morning. We left early at 6 o'clock to obviously go up to London, and then yeah, I had a call on the way back. A job we'd done previously, there was an issue with it. We'd done a lining job, and the customer had reported an issue. We went back there and we realised there was another lateral that needed to be opened. So a mistake on our behalf. Mistakes happen. It's not about the mistake, it's about how you rectify it. I had to get another one of our team up there, and we've just been sorting it out. We've got some bits to do tomorrow as well. So it turned into a bit of a longer day than planned. It's just one of those things. I mean, it was nothing major. It was just a sink that wasn't stopped flowing away. Quite a small lateral. The problem we had with it though, it was an 88mm pipe, which is quite unusual, but usually it's for sinks, urinals, that then fed into the standard 100mm pipe. So yeah, a bit of a longer day today. The boys are going to have to go back there tomorrow when this is a pub, when it's shut, so they're going to have to go there and finish that up tomorrow. So yeah, it turned out to be a little bit of a busier day today. I'm going to shower up, try and decompress for a half hour, then I'll get some sleep. I haven't got to be up early tomorrow, but we've still got a busy day. A couple of drainage jobs. I've got to make sure this job has got all the parts that it needs and everything's as it should. We've got a shutdown at one of our major contracts, so we've still got work going on there. So yeah, manic day. Sometimes you've got to put in the work, 17 hours, but it's all right. Few and far between, and you take the rough with the smooth. So that wraps up Tuesday. Short day yesterday, busy day today. Let's see what the rest of the week holds. I'll catch you guys in the morning.
Oi, oi.
I made it. I'm alive. Don't worry. I'm not asleep still. Late night last night, as you guys know, and a long day, but needs must. And sometimes we've got to do what we've got to do. Back out this morning, been to a private appointment. I keep saying that on a Wednesday. A bit of a reveal for you. I actually have been playing the piano. Friends are going to take the piss out of me, but there's nothing new there. For some time now. So I go on a Wednesday morning, and to be honest with you, I find it quite relaxing, very therapeutic. So I try and keep that up. So yeah, been piano this morning, doing a bit of jazz at the moment, which is quite interesting. So yeah, been piano this morning. I go every Wednesday morning. Done that, back at HQ, just filling up the tanker. I thought I had a meeting this morning, but I got my days wrong. My meeting's tomorrow, so that actually is quite good, because then it clears up the rest of my day. I've got 2 drainage jobs that I'm going to do. I'm going to chase up Peugeot today, because as soon as I have got my other van back, someone's getting employed to do all the drainage work. It's not going to be me. I've only been doing that as a stopgap, because that's what you've got to do sometimes. A little stopgap just to keep things going and get things going. But it's where it needs to be now, so I'm not going to be doing that moving forward. As I say, it's only a temporary thing, and I'm still doing all my other stuff, managing a 7-figure business in the background. So yeah, you know, don't misconstrue it that the JCD stuff, oh well, it must not be as big as he says it is, or that stuff doesn't get done. All that stuff still gets done in the background, as well as me doing the drainage, taking calls in between, going out and seeing customers, etc. Might not film every single second of it, but trust me, it's happening. So yeah, couple of drainage jobs. I've got to send off a few bits and pieces email wise, and get some admin done for our time and attendance solution we're rolling out, but it's all going as we should. The first job's in Herne Bay. I believe that's a drain that's blocked, so we'll go and do that. The second one is a block shower, or a slow draining shower, so that's an internal one we've got to do. So yeah, busy day. So we'll wait for this to fill up and then we'll head down to Herne Bay. We've arrived down in Herne Bay. Block drain, all it says is blocked, so who knows, it says it's by the garage, which is behind you guys. So we'll get our gloves on and we're going to have a look. Aha! Simple, block rainwater gully. Is there a sink here? Just here?
Yeah, there is.
Can you run it for me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Super, I'm going.
Yeah, because you're cold. All right, mate, no problem.
Okay.
That one's done. 2 minutes. Someone would have had a crack at it because there's a plunger here, but must not have been able to clear it. Let's go to the next one. We have arrived at Canterbury, short drive, 20 minutes, internal blockage. So what we're going to do, we'll get the stuff out. I couldn't park at terraced houses, so I couldn't park near the property. So I'm a little bit up the road, so we'll get all the gear out of the van and then we'll head down and see what we can do for this one. All right, let's roll. So we're here, got a shower drain here. Keep blocking up. Let's have a look, see if we can get it sorted. General debris, hair, small scarf, razor covers. Put some water down it, make sure it's all okay. So that one's done. Undone the trap, cleared it out, usual debris in there that you expect in a multi-occupied, multi-tenanted, whatever they call it these days, HMO. No misuse there, you know, because the amount I always try and give these guys a fair shake. You know, the managing agent will be going, oh well, did the tenant do it? Well, technically yes, but you know, it's nothing. There was nothing malice down there. You know, it's just general bits and pieces. I also plunged a gully that was there just to make sure that was all sorted and it was all okay. So that's that one. So we're going to get back in the tanker now and we're going to take the journey back down towards my home area. I'm not going to go down to HQ. I'll probably head home, have a shower and catch up on the 100 odd emails that I've got to get through that that I missed out from this morning and yesterday. So let's jump back in the workhorse. Good morning, gang. It's Thursday now. We have just arrived at actually our second job over in Sheppey. Went to another job this morning. It was an emergency at crematorium. Adam, do your thing. Went there, they had an emergency blockage because they had a service at 9 o'clock. So a customer of mine called me panic saying, oh look, the boys can't clear it, can you get there? Because they only have rods. So yeah, we went there, jetted it out, and that's back all flowing. Late night last night, I have recently joined a new mentor training group. So the training's online, but it's American based. So the first call for it was last night. So I stayed up till about 12:30, 1:15, done that. But we also had to finish off the lining job that we were at in the pub that I mentioned had gone wrong. So Ben and the team were there last night. Adam, again, just cutting open a lateral that, to be honest with you, we'd missed, which caused a sink to back up. Nothing crazy, but it was just out of action for a day. So that was all done. So yeah, just got here, got to do some camera work here. So we're going to go and see the customer and see how we can help. We are at we're at an Age UK centre. Nice and local to the office, actually. They've got a bit of a block toilet. It's not too bad. But apparently it's reoccurring. So they've done the sensible thing. They've called us to do a survey. Just put a camera down there and have a check. So done a job already this morning. Just jetted it out. Didn't take too long, which is good. And it's ready for a funeral. It was a bit glim, but I guess we all die sometimes. So yeah, let's lift these covers up. Have a look. So a quick look. I mean, it looks in order. So when the guy inside flushed the toilet, nothing come out of the manhole, so we'll have to put the camera down. So there was what I thought was a blockage, which is here. But once you actually cleared that, I've had to take the toilet off and do it from the internal end. Once we've actually cleared that, the pipe has collapsed on itself. It's like dropped down. So I'm just going to get the customer, tell him, and then we'll have to get a plan of action to get it fixed. So what we've got on the camera here, don't know if that could focus in. At the bottom part here, the drain has collapsed. It's fell in on itself. So rather than being straight, it's sort of on a V. But look, if I move the camera down, see how it doesn't go, it's not pushed, and then tissue builds up in that bottom section, as you can see here. So yeah, it's unfortunately this one will need a repair. So probably half metre 100 mil patch will go in there, radius one because it's a bend, and then yeah, we'll have to get it fixed. So we're at our next job. It's a bowling alley in a local shopping centre, which I haven't been in about 10 years. So I'm just going to walk along, try and find out where it is. I think this one, they just want us to come and have a look, which is unusual to be honest, but apparently this problem's been reoccurring for a while. So yeah, we'll have a wander, see who we can see, and see what the problem is. Hello mate. Is there a manager around by any chance? I've come to have a look at a toilet that keeps blocking. Toilet? Yeah, apparently. That one's done. To be honest with you, it was just a bit of a quote. It was someone I do know asked me to go along because he thought it was obviously, they said it was all drainage related, but a lot of it was just general plumbing. So they got a pan connector that needs replacing. They've got a bit of a sag in the pipes and they want that renewed, and they want some new access hatches put in the ceiling so that if it does block up, someone's got access, which is sensible because at the moment apparently it's a little bit tough. I've mentioned it to the customer, Wayne, sent him a load of pictures. He's going to get a quote for that one, so that one's sorted. Nothing to do there. Now I've got to go over to Lenham. We've got our pump guys, Sean and Tony, over there. They are putting in 2 new pumps, but they need me over there in the tanker to take a load out of one of the smaller smaller pits there so that they can then put a new pump in. So I'm going to head over there. So we have 4 or 5 jobs today. Cleaning guys, they're on a actually manned entry confined space over at one of our contracts. Quite a technical clean, not allowed to film at this site, so I can never do anything there, although we do some really awesome stuff. But you know, client says we can't film, so it is what it is. So yeah, let's get over to Lenham. We've just arrived over at our next job in sunny Lenham. We're replacing 2 pumps here. I've just come to support the guys with the tanker if they need it. Sean and Tony around the other side. They've started on pump number 1, which is empty because I emptied it the other day. So yeah, get this one done, and that's it for today in terms of jobs. Anyway, might have to go and help the lads on that manned entry tomorrow. Not quite sure yet. Bit of an inconvenience if I do, but yeah, a bit of misplanning on our customers' behalf. So yeah, let's go and see how the boys are getting on. Oh yay!
As long as all the wires out of the way, and it
That's out the way.
that's out the top of the pump. What's next to it? Oh, it's a cable.
Two new pumps done. Pits are empty, sucked them back up, so that's all sorted. They're blown out because they had power back surge here, massive one. It blew the whole site out, done loads of damage to some of the electrics. It's all done now, so yeah, I'm going to go home and catch up on some paperwork. So that wraps up Thursday. Check in for Friday. Good morning, team JCD. It's Friday. I had another late night last night. I had a call out from the pub that we were at the early part of the week. They had a leak. Adam put a picture on here. I was adamant it was something to do with the drains, but after extensive investigation last night, there's no way that that leak's coming from the foul. They're saying, oh, it smells like urine, but I've checked all the lines. I've had eyes on every foul pipe in that place, and it's definitely not coming from the drain lines. I think it's a HVAC issue because the boiler was leaking. I noticed last night whilst I was obviously doing there. I was there 5 hours. I didn't get back till 11 last night. I've had a real long week this week. 3 14-hour plus days. But anyway, so we got there with that. I've got to do a report today for the customer. I'm just going to do that. I've come down to the office at the moment. I was going to plan to do some bits down here, but I'm going to have to, I've had a bit of an issue with a floor machine that was delivered at one of our contracts this week. New, well, meant to be new. It's not performing well, so I want to go down and have a look at that because, you know, it's not cheap, and you know, if they're sending us a lot of rubbish down, I'll have to have a chat with the supplier. And luckily I know the guy at this one. He's a really nice guy, but you know, just because people are really nice doesn't mean they can get away with sending us a substandard product. And people don't let me get away with it, so why would I let anyone else? So yeah, down at HQ, just got printing off some stuff. I've loaded up the car already. I'm in the car today. Hopefully no drainage comes in. I'm in the car. So I've loaded the car up with the kit. I'm just going to print some stuff off, and then we're going to head down to Folkestone and unload this kit. So we've run all the kit down to our contract in Folkestone, left them down there. We've had a new floor machine that's, well, new, reconditioned. Having some issues with it, to be honest. So I went down there, wanted to have a look at that machine, drop some other floor machines off to Don. But in the meantime, I've had a call, quite an urgent one, for a blocked drain in Chatham, not far from where we are. I've been to this job before. To be honest with you, it's a tenant issue. They're putting the fat down there. Told them before, but again, don't seem to listen. So come here, I'll get this one unblocked, and then I've got a leak to go to in Maidstone. So let's go and see what's going on. So blocked rear garden, but we've come to this job last time and the neighbouring property was blocked. So we'll jump over and have a look.
They're not in.
It's alright, don't worry, I've been in there.
Okay.
Flush your toilets for me,
Okay.
please,
This
mate.
is all.
Please, James.
bedroom.
Clear. Is that the kitchen?
No, that's the bathroom.
Ah, bathroom. We got that one done. In fairness to the guy, I owe them an apology. It was blocked next door, and to be fair, a couple of times that's happened. It's been blocked next door because that's the main drain that disposes all of the waste for these properties, terraced houses. He's a really nice guy there, actually, nice family. James, he's a really nice guy. Always have a nice chat with him when I visit there, because I say I've been to that property multiple times, 4 or 5 now, I believe. So yeah, that one's done. I've got a small leak in Maidstone, and then hopefully that'll wrap up. I've got a busy week this week. Next week, we've got a visit at one of our customers' plants. Big visit. Owner of the company's coming. So it's madness there at the moment. So we're going to spend a bit of time over there next week. And next week, we've got 2 podcast guests, which I'm really looking forward to. I've got that on Tuesday and Thursday. So it should be a really good week next week. So yeah, right. Let's head to the next. Lost. Just arrived at the next job. Had no postcode on it. I've had to sort of have an educated guess. But I can't seem to find it, to be honest. Try calling the manager. No one's answering. It's late on a Friday, I guess. So yeah, don't know. I'll keep looking around. See if we can find where this place is. It must be closed. It's here somewhere. Not quite sure where. Let's wander around. I don't know, maybe it's that block over the back there. Yeah. Don't know, that would ring true, because I think this is a HA provider, to be honest. HA is the Housing Association. So, I don't know. Let me wander around. Maybe the other side over there. I'll go and try over there. I think that looks like it. Found it eventually. Unusual building for the residential property. That's what threw me off, but I was parked right outside it. Anyway, I've got a key code to get in, but just trying to walk around and find where I need to go now. We'll try and find out where the boiler room is, and we'll go from there. I've been stitched up here. It's like a labyrinth. It's like, that's massive. I can't find my way around. Oh, there's the front door. Look at this for a place. No one's here either. It must be shut. It must not be open on a Friday. Staff only. Staff only. It's all staff only. What's in here? No, that's the kitchen. Oi, oi, oi. We're in. This is the right way. Ah, look out, we're in. We found it. Oh, I can hear the leak. What's above that? Shining that in your eyes, turn you around. So we've got a leak here. It's quite bad as well. Oh, there's a blocked pipe. Right, sorry guys, I'm going to have to put you away for this one. A little bit of investigation work. So stitch me up with this one. Oh, look. That's the leak. Right. Christ. Right, we've isolated it. There we go. Right, we've isolated it. You can see obviously there's a bit of water in the line. But it's isolated, but obviously it needs a repair on that joint. There's a little pinhole there. Now, interestingly enough, I've said this on the channel before. When you come to these jobs, it's to make safe only. So effectively, to stop that leak, which I've done by turning all the water off for a minute. But it's not a fix, is it? So, yeah. Just trying to think if I could do a temporary repair. That's done. So I can't get hold of anyone at the moment. I might try a temporary repair, but I ain't really got nothing on there. It needs taking off and redoing to that particular line. So I'll try and make another phone call, and then we'll take a few from there. But we've stopped the place flooding because there was water literally pissing out of there. So yeah, that's a positive. There's a big puddle downstairs, but okay. So that's the leak done. Right, so we've isolated the leak here, which is good. And it needs a repair, but as I say, these HA providers, they want a temporary fix. I would assume that's to control cost, to be honest, you know, so that just people are not just madly putting, you know, stupid prices in and just doing it there and then, you know, and getting ripped off, which I understand. So yeah, it's a relatively easy fix. We'll just put a compression piece on it if they let us go ahead with it. But to be honest with you, the company we use, they may do it themselves. But it's isolated now anyway. So I'm going to go and put all the balls back on. And then yeah, busy week next week. We've got 2 podcasts. We've got a big week at one of our contracts. So next week should be interesting. Lots going on at the moment, which is good. Still haven't heard anything from Peugeot about the van. I am actually contemplating just buying a cheap one because it's such an inconvenience. I'm literally... Someone will be on the drainage the minute I get another van. Not everyone can drive the 7.5 ton tanker, that's the problem. So yeah, we'll get someone on that. So yeah, that wraps up Friday, guys. Thanks for checking in this week. Make sure you check in next week because it's going to be an ultra interesting week. We've got 2 guests and one of them is an MBE. Catch you next week.